Oh my goodness. What can I say? This is what happens when it's your first live. I had it mic'd up, but now I'm good. Y'all can hear me now, right? I'm just gonna check in with the folks in the crowd real quick. Y'all can hear me? One? Alright, good. So it's your boy back again. Always, I'm talking skating. I'm talking about my recovery from mental health. I'm talking about my TBI. I'm talking about coming back to skating after such a dope, just it's like a revelation for me, honestly. But I'm excited, so I digress. I love doing reviews, and today this is a chance for me to test out the new setup, do a quick review that I've been waiting to do for a long time, and really get back to the folks. So thank you to my boy Sean letting me know that I was unmiked earlier. That new setup, so I'm getting used to it. But as always, if you like these videos, if you're watching after the live, do subscribe, do thumbs it up. It gets this content out there, and that's real, but it also makes me feel good. Makes me feel like I'm providing you all with something that is worthwhile, something that adds to what you already listen to, what you already check out, all the YouTubes, all the things, yada, yada, yada. So thank you again. It's your boy. I am so stoked, and I'm going to jump right in to a review that I have been wanting to do for a long, long time. So if you know me, you know that I like to talk skates. I like gear talk. I watch Lawrence's Back to Blading Gear Talks. I get in there with the lives, but I also like to do reviews of the skates and the setups that I ride. So like other reviews, if you've tapped in, there's the Julien Bas review I did a couple years ago. There's the stealth skates. I've been reviewing Adapt skates for a while, and in fact, I got some right over here for you so we can check it out. But today, I'm going to be talking about one of the latest skates from Adapt. It's the Adapt Brutalé skate, and I'm going to give you guys my pros and cons. I'm here for any questions, but at first, I'm going to give you my overall views of the skate. As it is my third version of the Adapt skate, I've been on them for a while, and I kind of understand them really well, and I have been a fan all the way through. So shout outs to Peter and Olga. If you don't know it's Blader owned, then do represent and respect the fact that it's Blader owned, and support Blader owned products whenever you can. Blader forward. With that, here we are. This is my Brutale skate, and I did go all in. Get the blading on the brain on the back. Super proud of that. I have been wanting to do a purple and black combo. Y'all know this is a hot color right now. The colorway of the Andrew Broom skate is something I'm loving because it incorporates the purple right in. But this is my Adapt Brutalé 2022 skate. So once again, this is the 2022 version. This is not the current one that they released right around the time of Winter Clash. And if you follow me on Instagram, I love John Fromm, y'all. Like, stop playing with me. But this is the one from before. New features that this one has, this boot that other Adapts don't have. It's a lot of them, honestly, y'all. Like, I'm not gonna lie. The first thing that you're really not gonna notice, but I'm gonna tell you all about, is the lacing system. This lacing system, as a general pro for the Adapt skate, is incredible. I have never felt the difference between missing an eyelet or wrapping my skates tight in the beginning and loose in the middle for flex. What you can do with these wax laces and the lacing system on an Adapt skate is tremendous. It is literally incredible. Like, I'm not going to lie at all. When I wore my Julien Bas, I had a special lacing system that I learned from the homie guy Crawford, which allowed for a little more flex in the forward and back directions without sacrificing the control and the stability of the skate. So that's the first thing. This lacing system got revamped. They even added, I knew I was going to do that. They even added a little protector piece right here in the middle. The idea between this was to just give you another extra space so that you didn't feel the dig of the laces into the top of your foot. That did happen occasionally to me. So I felt like definitely mentioning that the new protection right here really does help the entire setup, like, for real. It really does help the comfort of the skate. Thank you, y'all that are out there in the comments. Will, Sean, appreciate y'all. Anyone else, hit me up in the comments. We're going to answer some questions in a minute. I'm just going to do a quick review, give you my pros and cons, but I do want to know if you have any particular questions about this model or Adapts in general. So that's new. New logo embossed on the top, right? That's cool. I appreciate it. It's a clean logo. It doesn't add anything crazy. You can customize it with colors now. So this whole piece you can add a little flair to your skates with. So that was a nice little new addition. But we all know, as far as this skate goes and how it's different than the other previous adapts, there's really one major change that was added. There's one major difference as far as I knew, that like I was like, okay, I gotta know, is this gonna help my skating or is this gonna hurt my skating? And I was a little, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little self-conscious about the whole situation. I can't get it out of here, so there goes to show you how hard it is to get this thing out of the skate without totally loosening up your skate. But what I'm talking about is this additional section right here, this little flappy jammer rammer right there. So that's one of the biggest additions to the Brutale line, moving from 2021 into 2022 and beyond, is that they added this extra piece right here. I'll get into why. It was really for comfort, and there was a lot of design, I'm sure, that went into really crafting something that fit with the boot so well. It kind of reminds you of a Remedy skate, to be 100% honest, right? See that little Remedies vibe in there. What do I love about this skate? As always, these sole plates, the symmetric sole plates, are bomb. Like, I'm not kidding. I'm not lying. This is one of the best sole plates, and I will extend it to say it's not just the speed dimples and the sole. It's actually the Royale groove. Look at that. Look how I get in on there. See that? This is a Royale groove that you can feel through your boot. You are truly connected to this Royale groove. So when you sit down and you get that finesse in there, you feel the connection between you, your skates, as well as the ground or obstacle that you're riding on. And I find that to be really crucial. If I feel like I'm standing on like a concrete block or like something that's totally disconnected, then I don't feel the full grind all the way up through my foot, into my leg, into my knee. Now I can sit down and chill on, you know, them backside Royales that I love. So I love this sole plate. I have always loved this sole plate. It has changed not like a lot over the last 3 years. So it's been consistent. It's been one that I can trust, and it always slides like butter. Yeah, Sean, it really does have that OG Rems appeal to it. So love the sole plate. Number one, I think sole plate and the fact that these things weigh like 0 pounds. These are like some of the lightest skates on the market, especially a full boot with liner included inside. This weighs, and I think when I weighed it, it was like almost a full pound lighter per boot than the rollerblade blank skates, and somewhere in the realm of like the USD VII, like a little heavier than the USD VII. I say that that's probably due to all the metal that's in this skate, right? You got multiple pieces here. These sole plates connect to a metal plate inside of the boot, so there's some more metal there, and you got all the attachments and everything. So I think the little additional weight was there, but this is one of the lightest boots I've ever skated. So light that when I first tried them years ago, I overjumped everything I skated because I just couldn't even keep my foot down. One of the lightest skates, definitely for reals, one of the easiest on old knees. I got old knees. I can't be skating heavy boots. Light boots. Gotta love them. What else is dope about this one? They went from the 100% carbon to the Inline shell. Inline is a different material. It is a carbon-based material, but it's kind of like impure, right? If you thought of pure carbon, this is like carbon mixed with other materials to give it more flex, which is really nice. I love a rigid skate. I got no problem with carbon skates. I think if you can't hit the trick, then you should probably work on your body positioning versus loosen up the skate or blame it on how hard the skate is. Flex, I love it, but like, I don't need a whole lot of flex. Like I told you, I figured out a way to get a little forward flex in the J-bars, but I like the Inline. It breaks in nicely. It's a faster break-in period. So for anyone who's trying adapts for the first time, carbon's going to take like a month to break in. But a Inline shell is going to take like 2-3 sessions to break in versus like, you know, a bunch of sessions over the course of a month or 2 months. So I definitely appreciate the Inline. It's a move they made with the Julian Boss skate, and I've been down with it since day one. I see your question, homie. Walter Smith follows on the IG. I see you. I see your question. We get to that question. That's a good one. As always, ask these questions in the chat. I'm excited to hear what you want to know and try to provide you my context. I skated these from November to about, I say like February, March, and then I stopped and switched to something else. Lastly, what I love about the Adapt skates overall all the time is they're completely responsive beyond belief. Where your foot goes is where it lands. Where you want to put it down, that's where it's going to go. If you make a slight adjustment to your placement, you're going to feel it as you skate. So like the ability to just like rotate and float and like go back and forth on your tricks and really control your angle or like your balance point is amazing in the Adapts. Jeff, what did you miss? You missed that I like this skate. Overall, as an Adapt, I love Adapts. I love that they're light. I love that they are a lacing system that actually works. You can adjust the way you lace it, tight down here, loose in the middle. I really like the new protective piece that they added right here on the tongue that allows for, you know, a little more padding so you don't get the laces digging into the top of your foot. And as always, I love this sole plate. I think it's one of the best sole plates on the market. I wish it fit on everything. So that's what you missed so far, Jeff. And I'm open to questions. I'm ready for some questions. Plus, new addition is this OG REM style. I don't even know what to call this heel thing. They gave it a name on the website. So generally, those are the pros. Those are always going to be the pros of an Adapt skate. Light as hell. Just super good on your foot. This skate, however, is not the same as the Julien Bas. I'm just going to say that right off top. This is a premium skate right here. And I'm explaining what I love about this skate. If you didn't see my review, I'll put a little boop boop over here so you can directly look at my J-Bas review. But the first thing I thought of was the Brutale has to be better. Right? What up, Be Free? Thanks for tuning in, brother. It has to be better than... I don't do negative Machios, Jeff. My knees can't do that. I got 100-year-old knees. Don't ask me about none of those. You were asking about something Velcroed. I'll get back to you, Sean. I didn't understand which one that was. Maybe write it in the chat what you were wondering is Velcroed on the Brutale. It's probably that heel cup thing. Yes, at the bottom it is totally Velcroed, and that's what makes it really hard to pull out right now while I was trying to get it out. But back to the J-Bas. This is a premium skate. This skate has some of the best padding I have ever seen in a skate. Like the beefiness up here, you see it right there, it bulges out. And then it has this like perfect heel cup all the way in the back down there where your heel just like sits in. And they even gave you a little bit of cushy right around the heel. This is comfort right out of the box. I can't say the same for this one right here. Even just looking at this piece right here inside this ankle cuff that they added, you can see that there's no padding in there at all. It is just flat. There is nothing. It is thin. It reminds me of like a Deshi cardboard piece where like the whole time like you don't know if it's going to break on you or what. There's like a slight amount of... Ooh, my light went out. There's a slight amount of padding on the outside of it, but not really. And so you can't even wear it without because technically there's no padding on the inside either. There's nothing in here. So you're forced to wear this insert. Like you can't take the insert out and then just rock the skate because it don't got that cush that this one got. It don't have none of that. So my first thought was like, man... that is a huge drawback. And for the first time in an Adapt skate, I took this out the box and I was like, this ain't comfortable. First time ever. Literally, first time ever I take an Adapt out and was like, no, I got to heat mold this first. Like I actually heat molded this whole skate in parts just before even trying to skate it because I knew right away, Steve feels me, that like this was different and it wasn't going to work for me. So no padding. I need my padding back. Let's just be honest. Where's my padding? Let's get it back. What I also noticed about this skate that was a little bit different, that was kind of a drawback for me, was notice the lace lengths. I'll put that up in my face because it's the only light I have for a second. Notice how low down the new Brutale goes towards the toe box, almost meeting the toe box, like almost meeting where your toes are. And then on the J-Bot, it's way high. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but it's so much higher on the J-Bot. For some reason, having just a little bit amount of space in between my toe and here just did not help my foot go back into the heel. I could not scoot back into here, and I kept falling forward. At first, I tried to lace it my normal way, where I would skip this second eyelet to the top and go over it, and these skates were floppy. It felt like I'm not gonna lie, it felt like I was Omar Weiss on back in the 2000s, and I was rocking the extra tongue, and it was just like doing this the whole time, and I couldn't hit any tricks. First month that I skated in these, I could not hit tricks. Like, legit, I was missing tricks all over the place. I had no stability in my tricks. Every time I'd land like a top sole or top acid, one of my favorites, I would like fall over or lean too much. So then I had to like completely reconfigure the laces. Told you that is a good thing, because the minute I relaced everything up and I actually made the bottom lace much tighter, I could feel the difference. I could feel some of the control come back. I didn't feel the floppy, fall apart part of my skate anymore, and it got a lot better. But at the same time, yeah, Omar Weiss on floppy. That's my boy, Monk's family for life. I can say that. He's my roommate back in the day too. But what's crazy is, like, because of this little nuanced piece, they don't fit like they used to. I get a bunch of toe smash. Like, my toes just like bang into the front of the skate, and that got really painful and really uncomfortable, and was definitely something that I wasn't interested in. Say hi, this is my youngest coming in to say what's up. It wasn't something that I was really interested in, like, having go on. Like, every time that I would come off early for a trick, or, you know, you come down on one wheel, a toe wheel, my foot would just smash into the front of this skate, causing a bunch of pain. Felt like K2 toe back in the day, where, you know, you just like solid, and it just, I don't know. I don't think my feet really grew. I measured before I copped these, so it's the same size that I got before. But something about this additional, I don't know why they did this. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I'm all about innovation. I want to see skates get better. Hey, yo, Roy, I want to see skates get better all the time. This was not the innovation I was looking for in the Adapt skate, to be 100% honest. It brought with it more drawbacks than it did benefits. If you are one of those folks that had like high ankle pain, like somewhere up around here, you were developing high ankle pain from these skates, I would love for you to tap in the comments and let me know, did this insert cure you of your high ankle pain? Because I never had that pain. I know people would put like a little softball or something in here to try to make like a cup inside the skate when they heat molded it so it would fit better. I never had that problem out the box. So to add this piece was a huge drawback. In the end, I skated these for a few months. I felt good. I did like a 30-minute challenge. Check that video out. Did a 30-minute challenge on how many tricks I could do. Felt really good about that exact day. But every other day just felt weird. It felt strange. And it sent me on a skate exodus. And so, you know, before I tap into the comments, my overall score for the Adapt Brutalé 2022 skate is an 8.5 out of 10. And that's hard to say, because I gave these, other than the price point, these are a 10. If these were coming in at like 2 something and everybody can have access to a J-Bar, this is a perfect skate for me. Perfect skate. The price point makes it a 9.5. But this one drops because of what was perceived as innovation, and in the end just became a hindrance to making a better skate and made it a worse skate. In my mind, I'm giving the Adapt Brutalé an 8.5, which is so far, I think, the lowest score I have ever reviewed a skate to have. Now, granted, I've only reviewed a bunch of Adapts. So more on that to come, because this skate sent me on a skate exodus, because now I know I can't skate these, so I got to try something new. I'm going to take a quick second before I tell y'all about the skate exodus and what's going on and what y'all should look for next, to check out these comments. Thank you to everybody that has tapped in and stayed with us. I appreciate it. This is my first time going live in this setup. So, of course, there was some challenges in the beginning, but I think I got it better. I think I'm holding it down now. And I feel like having y'all here is the energy that I've been needing. So, Steve, I feel you. Me and you are the same. We both skated, adapts, all kinds of models for a whole long time. And you saying that Johns are better now, though? Oh, Froms. Yes. So I heard from Travis at Bitter Cold Showdown that they fixed a bunch of the challenges with Froms skate. It's hard to go back to a $500 skate that did you wrong, right? It's hard to test that. So I feel you. I would love to, maybe I'll hit up Travis and be like, Travis, send me some of your broke down ones because, you know, he be beating them up. Travis, send me some of your broke down ones and I'll try those. Yes, ESG. It is like K2 toe all over again. Like you just smash, and then you come out and you get the little gnarl. You know, like a ballerina in toe. You just no, was not feeling that at all. Yo, Steve, you're saying that it was actually worse after you heat molded it. That's bananas. That's bananas. I totally. That sounds crazy to me that it would just get worse and worse. I only tried to heat mold them once. But I did add a little something hard at the front of my toes when I heat molded them to try to push the toe box out. I listened to Olga. I tried to do the heat molding that she suggested. If you have adapts, they do have a great YouTube channel that gives you a ton of information on how to work with the adapts to make them more comfortable. So much love. Do not send me no cooties, Sean. You funny. You funny for that one. I don't even want to skate the new ones that they brought out. Like, I'll be honest with you. They just look like tanks. Like those new Rossies, I'm not ready. Maybe I'll try those on this Exodus. But no, you don't have to send me those back. You can keep those stinky Cahooties from 2020 or 2000. That was like 2000, bro. That was like forever ago. Jade tapping in. Yeah. I feel you. So, Jade, if you don't see the comments because you're tapping in late, Jade asked or is saying that the removable pads seem like a weird addition, a weird move. Why not make it fully a removable liner at that point? Go to like the Carbon 4s, right? If you ever were a part of the Carbon days, you know exactly the Carbon 4 shell had a removable liner, much like the Faction boots have now. And I know there was a comment earlier about my feel about these versus USD carbons. Here we go. So I have the first generation Frankies. I have the second generation Frankies. I skated from the USD Carbon 3 all the way out. I skipped the Carbon 4 because of that removable liner. I didn't want nothing to do with it. How does it compare? You know what's crazy? The Frankies have a ton of toe crush. There's like not even a little bit of padding in that patent leather. There's like nothing there. So the first generation like USD Carbon Frankies, I think, have that same smash foot, that K2 toe, because you run it up against that pure carbon. I think I got used to it when I had it. I think I wore really good socks maybe or something. But I did put them on recently because of this idea. Like, oh my God, I got to try new skates because I don't like these adapts. And I've been riding adapts for like 3-4 years. What am I going to do? So I am trying a bunch of new skates. If you check the feed, you notice I did my 44 for 44 in the USD 7s. Those were gifted to me by the homie Lawrence, back to blading. Much love to Lawrence, 50/50, Chroma, everything he's doing out in North Kakalaka. That's the homie from Alameda originally, so we keep it Bay Area connected. But he sent me those, and I'm hoping to send me a couple other pairs for me to try so that I can really fully do some more reviews. And right after wearing these blanks, right after wearing these Brutales, I switched over back to the Sean Keen blanks. And so I'm going to do another one of these live reviews for the SK blank because I know a lot of people got questions about that skate. So, you know, keep tapping in. I'm loving the energy, loving the Ken Rockadocious. Nobody can say that. That's throwback right there. Yeah, let's go. So House of Haynes telling me that Peter said he would never make a liner. And I feel him on that. You look at what the Super Lega is, or you look at like the new Sem Croft skate, he doesn't seem to need a liner. And dead up, you give me a brand new pair of these and I'll skate them tomorrow. These just got floppy on me after like 2 years 2 full sections. I did a whole fruit tech section in these. Like, these just got flopped. That's all. Or like, these are like the GOAT skates for the GOAT himself. Like, you see the little ghost like that. You give me these again? I don't need a liner. I will never lean a liner again. Honestly, this is what I'm talking about. But yes, JSF is in the house. So yeah, generally I'm on an exodus right now. I'm trying a bunch of different skates. Right now it's the USD VII. I'm gonna get a show real quick with Lawrence so we can talk about what's next, like what skate I'll get next. Because he's just sending me skates at random that he thinks I will like. We have the same size foot, so it works super well. It's actually quite advantageous because he also has, if you've ever seen one of his gear talks, he has just an entire wall of, you know what I mean, all of skates. Ooh, I actually had something I want to show you guys. Comparison between the J-Bar Cushy. No, thank you, Brian Lewis. Cushy J-Bars versus not so cushy Brutale. My biggest example is for my sneakerheads out there. If you're a sneakerhead and you rock Dunks, you'll understand this analogy. The J-Bar is a SB. You look inside there, you see a little heel cushy, ooh, right? It got the sides, it's all plush. You see what I'm saying? Look at that. You can squeeze that. That's like baby cheeks. You see what I'm saying? Cute. Num. Got the squishy tongue. Your foot goes in here and it's like clouds. It's like clouds. Versus a very popular shoe, the GR Dunk, which I love. This is a beater though. This is a kick around. I want to be 100% clear with y'all. This might be one of the dopest shoes of all time because of the colorway and people loved it and they wanted to spend $300 on it. But when you look inside there and it's black so you can't really see it, there is no cushion. There's none of that wonderful cushion in the back right here that I showed you on the other skate. There's nothing in there. It's dry. You know what I'm saying? This not a juicy chicken breast. This is a dry chicken breast right here. So like days of comfort not gonna happen in these. Versus, I mean, you can even see it just up at the top right here. Look how thin this is, and then look how thick. Ooh, brown chicken, brown cow. Much better shoe, the SB. I think the Julian Ba is a much better skate because of exactly that SB squish that happens in here. And I'm not getting it. Not getting it. Way too well done. You know, your meat's supposed to have that bounce back. If it don't have that bounce back, take it back. Thank you all. I'm like so over the top. This is so fun. Do look for more live from Blading on the Brain. I'm trying to bring you guys something new in 2023. I got a little overwhelmed with making edits and just trying to skate all the time as the only outlet for this channel. And I'm really trying to reinvent a lot this year. Trying to do something new. Trying to bring it back with some new engagement and excitement. And so that means that I'm going to be doing more live shows, trying to do more interviews, trying to do new content that's not the same and definitely fits a niche. I want to be talking about mental health more, mental health awareness, my own challenges and the challenges that others face as we come back to an idea that mental health is just like physical health. You got to work out your brain and your feelings and your emotions and your level setting just the same way you got to work out your quads so you can skate some heavy skates, because I know y'all out there skating in blanks. More on that to come. That's going to be the next review. No, I'm not going to use Twitch because that just seems too exciting for me. So I like that Brandon's on Twitch. Shout outs to Blader News. But no, you won't find me on Twitch. That's like real exciting. I'm an old cat, so YouTube, this is where you can find me. How's it hang? We're going to have to talk about the factions because I tried a 10.5 and they were too small. Maybe Lawrence will send me his size 11s and I can try a size 11 faction boot with a 10.5 liner inside. I think that's the right size for me in a faction, but I didn't get a chance to actually try that or test that out. So how's it hang, my boy? From Slack to Blade, yeah. I'm going to see if I can get a pair of factions. And am I trying to be on the standard? Bro, you know Lawrence is smart. You know Lawrence has tried a bazillion skates. Do I want to try the standard? Of course, yes. Did I ever think I would like a plastic boot again? No. I thought it was like carbon or done, but I like what I got going on in the USD 7. I'll talk more about it in a review hopefully with Lawrence. We can talk together. But yeah, I want to try the standard. House of Hain, is that a size up for you or a size down at a 12.5? Just wondering. Clark is definitely fam. Let's be real here. East Coast throwback right there. Clark's the man. If he didn't live in the Cuddies, and I mean the Cuddies of Maryland, I would go see him. But it's like a 6-hour drive from any major city to go try to kick it at that dude's compound and skate. Or trust me, you'd have footage of me there already. It'd have been lit. No problems asked. I already tried to go last summer, but it's a major drive. It really is. Definitely check in for more of these videos. Check in for more live content. Check in for all the past videos you may have missed. I'm trying to come back into 2023 like a beast. Do the whole thing. Yes, Spicy Skate Park legend. I'm out here in the West Coast repping for JSF, repping for mental health. This is Blading on the Brain. K. Scott. I don't have the outro music queued up yet. I'll figure out how to do all that on this platform soon. I definitely appreciate all y'all tapping in. This was my review of the Brutale 2022 skate, one I put my own name on. But that review score is an 8.5 for me. Not quite what I expected. So hit me up in the comments. Do you love this skate? Do you hate this skate? Have you tried it? Is the 2023 version so much better because you tried them both that I should really put the money down to buy a new version of the Adapt at like, $500? Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you like this video. Let me know how you think of the new setup. Should I do more live content like this? Just sing us a song. Y'all is tripping. Maybe at another show. But I kind of want to because, I made this Wendy's song about the spicy chicken sandwich. Oh, my God. I'll have to find that for y'all. Give me that spicy chicken sandwich. Peter D, you know what's up. Love y'all. It's all good. So happy to have y'all here. If you haven't already subscribed and liked this video, do so right now. Much love. Thank y'all. I am out. Blading on the Brain. Peace.